Hey, alright everybody. Now, I made a video 2 days ago. You've probably seen it. The Little Book of EV Myths. And for some reason, I don't know why, but it's brought in a lot of people who dislike EVs, who are very, very vocal. Oh, now I just scratched my face, so we'll come to that one, right? And if I touch my hat or scratch my face, right? I'm telling lies. I'm being dishonest because somebody said, I know when you're lying because when you touch your cap or touch your face, you're lying. Right, what was I saying? So a lot, for some reason, it's brought a lot of people in to that particular video who dislike EVs, right? And some of them have been a bit sort of, I don't know, shouty and accusing me of things and whatnot. Now, don't worry, it goes over my head, right? Don't worry about it, okay? I've touched my hat, so it means it doesn't go over my head. And I got an itchy nose as well, oh no. So I've got another YouTube channel, which I've had for quite a few years, and I'm used to people being a little bit shouty or aggressive on YouTube, or having an opinion where, like some people have got the caps button is stuck. So everything's a bit shouty. So it's all a bit of fun. I don't mind, but I'd like to thank you all, because you go in and you do comment on these people's comments. Now, the other point I wanted to make was that when you comment on my YouTube videos, YouTube tells me about the comment you make, the first one, but other comments on that particular comment, YouTube doesn't show me. So I've actually got to go back into YouTube and physically look at all the comments again to see if there's any more. They only actually show me or tell me about the first actual comment. So if I don't get through all the comments, I'm sorry, because sometimes there's a lot and I might miss a few here and there. So like I said, the first comment, it comes through, and then like say somebody makes a comment and then you comment on that comment, YouTube doesn't tell me. So I've actually got to go and look for it, if that makes any sense. So this video is just to sort of clear up a few things. When I touch my hat, it's because it's just a thing that I do. I can't help it. When I'm talking to the camera, I tend to touch my hat. When I'm not talking to the camera, I tend to touch my hat, okay? When my nose is itchy, I give it a little itch. If my cheek's a bit itchy, I give that little itch. It's not a telltale sign that I'm telling lies, okay? Now, what was the other comments I want to touch on? Because there was a lot of shouty things. There was another geezer. Another person, I should say, not geezer. Another bloke. I assume it was a bloke. And he said that anybody who likes modern cars or EVs isn't a car guy. You cannot join his club, okay? But his club seemed to be very niche. He went on about if power steering is the devil's work, and so is ABS braking and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, oh, come on, mate. But I did try and have a discussion with him. But at the end, he wasn't a car guy. He was a specific car guy. If you don't have a specific car that he agrees with, then you're not in his club. I don't mind not being in his club. It's absolutely fine. What else was it? I got a scratch, but see, because that guy said about me scratching my nose and touching my hat, I'm conscious of it. So what was the other things? There was loads of other things. There's people still bringing up the Luton car park fire. Some guy said about electric cars can melt concrete. So he's still bringing that one up. Now, I did see an article. Somebody pointed out that there was a news article in the BBC today, and I was talking about the difficulties with electric car fires. Now, I can't sit here and deny that electric car fires are a bit tricky, but I can say that there's less of them. Now, the Luton car park airport fire, we've all been through this, right? It was a diesel car that started all the fires, right? Now, in the BBC article, it said, even though electric car didn't start the Luton car park fire, there was some EVs in there that could have caused something or other, right? I can't remember. I read it a while ago, and I thought that was it said it was EVs that could contribute to making the fire spread from car to car. Shut up, BBC. Are you having a laugh? Now, first of all, cars they're all tight together. Once a few start going, they all start going. It's not. No. Let's. I'm getting excited. Let's look at this logically. People say there's not that many electric cars, right? And there isn't compared to diesel and petrol cars, but there is quite a few electric cars. But let's assume there isn't that many parked in that Luton car park airport fire, right? So at the most, if an electric car catches fire, it could probably catch fire the cars next to it. And them cars would either be diesel or petrol. Then them cars would set fire to the next cars, and so on and so on and so on. So why did they have to chuck a little bit of EV sauce in the mix? BBC, stop it. You know what I mean, don't you? You know what I mean. It could have been that diesel Range Rover could have set 25 diesel or petrol cars on fire first before it even got to an electric car. Stop it. What else is there? People were shouting about the Little Book of EV Myths was propaganda because what did that person say? When the first one said that the first headline was about EVs not being cheaper, but it said in it that EVs are getting cheaper, and this person just thought that was I don't know, people were just getting annoyed. And I think there's over 400 comments on it altogether now, between people saying stuff and then you lot helping me out with some of the comments. So I just wanted to address that I can't get, sometimes if the comments get a little bit fruity and it goes a bit wild, I can't see them all. I can't see them all. I've actually got to go back in and look, and sometimes it gets lost in a sea of comments. So if I don't get back to you or certain things you ask me, it's because I haven't seen it. Okay, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. And also, this guy said, a few people have said to me, I'm deleting their comments. I gotta tell you now, I do not delete any comments. Even if they're balmy comments, I don't delete them. The reason I don't delete them, so people with normal brains can see the balmy comments. So I do not delete even if it got a little bit too, if there was something in there which was a bit too much, then I would delete them. If you started abusing somebody, I'm talking to the people who like to shout and hold the caps down. If you started abusing somebody in the comment section or me, then I would delete it. But as so far, I haven't deleted any comments. So there we go. I don't delete comments. I can't get back to all the comments sometimes. This is the thing I want to talk about. And I've said this before. So can you help me out, folks? Why are the people who don't want EVs the ones who are the most vocal about EVs? The ones who don't want to own an EV are the ones who can't stop talking about EVs. And to me, that is bizarre, right? If I didn't want, let's just say, well, I'll give an example. I've never been, some people might say this is a bit weird, but I've never been a fan of BMW cars, right? You can slap me in the face with a wet kipper, the people who like BMWs, okay? But for some reason, BMWs have never appealed to me. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I just look at them and I go, doesn't appeal to me. Okay? Now, I don't go on people's channels who own BMWs and go, oh, these BMWs don't appeal to me. I'd never have one of them. Why would I have a BMW? It doesn't appeal to me. Never. Why would I do that? I even watch. There's a guy called Matt Armstrong, and he was repairing a BMW the other week, and I watched it. But not one point did they go on his channel and say, "Why are you doing a BMW for? BMWs don't appeal to me." Now I know anti-EV people. I know this is a bit of a rant video. This is. I'm going to finish now in a minute. I've got to my point where I wanted to make, but anti-EV people now, or people who hate EVs, are going to go, the only reason we talk about it is because the government is forcing us to have an electric vehicle. Nobody is forcing you to have an electric vehicle. You can, the day before 2035, you can order your, well, I was going to say diesel, but I don't know if any diesels will be around by then, because I think Volvo has stopped selling diesels. They're doing their last diesel engine. There's loads of car manufacturers who've stopped making diesel because diesel is only 5% of the UK market. It used to be 55%, but now it's only 5%. So I don't know. But let's just say diesels are still there 2034. Just say they are, for argument's sake. You could buy a day before a diesel, right? And if you looked after that diesel, you could keep it for, the average age of a scrappage car in the UK is 16 years. So let's just say you could keep it for 16 years. So you could keep that car, right, until 2051. Is that right? 2051. The diesel can't run until 2051. Okay? So calm down. Nobody's making you do anything. Okay? They're just stopping the sales of new cars in 2035. So everybody who's anti-EV, I don't mind you you can comment on me as much as you want, and I'll talk back to you. I won't ignore you, but I'm just saying I find it strange. Anyway, that's my rant over. If you liked my rant, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!